I have it behind the TV. It's just a mini tower, like a micro ATX system, and so I have to turn that on. Turn the receiver on and turn the TV on. And pretty much by the time I get sat down and turn on the TV and the stereo, it's usually just about into Windows. And then so on the receiver I can change the inputs like PS4, PS3, that's the fourth HDMI. I got the phono, tuner, USB, Bluetooth, and then back to HTPC. So HTPC brings it to the PC. So I don't switch anything on the TV as far as inputs go. I just turn the TV on, and then all the changing of inputs is done through this. And obviously whatever input it's on is also what the sound goes to the stereo, obviously through HDMI. So the home theater PC setup. Specs on that, it is a Ryzen 3 2200G, little Gigabyte micro ATX B450 motherboard, 8 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM, and it's got a 120 gigabyte Kingston solid state drive and a 2 terabyte hard drive. So basically, as a home theater PC, this thing is for Netflix, YouTube, Amazon Prime, and Blu-ray rips, right? So obviously 2200G has no problems with that. So we got obviously Netflix on here, and obviously that works fine. And then we have I got Amazon Prime mainly for the free shipping, but every once in a while there's some good shows on here. Obviously I watch the Grand Tour a lot. To control everything, I originally bought this Logitech K400. I've had this for quite a while. That's actually the old version, and you can see how worn out it is there. I've had this for like 4 years. Still works great though. So it's basically like a medium-sized keyboard with the trackpad on the side. And so that's what I originally used. Again, I bought this like 4 years ago, and I used that for years exclusively. And then I decided I wanted to try one of these air mice. So, not being too sure if I was going to like it or not, I bought this thing for like, I don't know, I think it was $12 or $13. It's got a little lithium-ion rechargeable battery built in, and obviously a really tiny keyboard on the back. One thing I didn't notice when I bought it was the letter O and P are beside the space bar down at the bottom. So they moved those from up here to down there. I guess just to save space, but that kind of throws it off a little bit. Honestly, as a keyboard, it's terrible. If I need to use a keyboard, then I'll use the K400. But as a mouse, I actually like this Air mouse a lot more than I thought I would. When I thought I would try it, I thought, oh, it's going to be hard in Windows to hit like small icons. But it actually works really, really well. It works better than I expected it to work. It self-centers off the edge of the screen. So you can center it any way you want. Like if I'm lying on the couch, I could actually have it pointing in that direction. And I have it centered to the screen, as you can see. So moving it, even though it's pointing over there, it's all just relative to its movement. And you knock it off the screen to center it. So it actually works really well. You can be lying on the couch, and it works really well. It's definitely adequate enough to hit icons and open up what you need to open up. And then you got like the D-pad for scrolling, and it's got the volume buttons on it. It's really simple, but I actually use that pretty much every day, and then I just use this when I actually need to type or use the keyboard. I don't really use this for the trackpad anymore once I got used to the Air mouse. So yeah, that's it. That's my home theater PC setup.